Hello guys, my name is Manish Kumar. I'm working as an architect in Azure Solutions based in Pune. Today, as you can see, I have opened a page for Azure Functions. Today, I will be talking about Azure Functions. So, Azure Function, well, it is nothing but a part of a serverless architecture where we could see that uh, on on some event something has to happen. So basically, this works on a event. So if we go with the definition, so it is a serverless compute service that enables us to run event triggered code without having to manage any infrastructure, and even we do not have any provision as well to manage the infrastructure. Uh, Being as a triggered based service, it runs a script or we may say a piece of code in response to a variety of events. And those events, like we have HTTP events, blob, blob, blob triggered events. So in, instead of talking about everything, I will specifically focus on block trigger today, and we will have a short demo about how this block triggered works. And we will start with from the basic thing, from starting with creating a service and Azure functions and everything, and we'll see the end result as well. So without further ado, we'll just go on Microsoft Azure. We'll just see a function app. We'll just create a function app. So create one function. Let's see function app. So we are just creating a placeholder right now. So resource group. I already have a resource group. I'll learn Azure. Let's give a function name. Demo trigger. Okay, so we'll publish code from Visual Studio itself. Let's select the runtime stack as .NET. Let it be 3.1. Goes to Central US by default. Let it be. Let's creating this. Let's create it. So as I said, we will go for block trigger. So we also need a storage account where we will have a container for input and output. So it means that we will create an application where we, any file could, whenever a file is placed in the container, there will be some processing of the file, and a new file will be getting created in another container. So this is what is my plan right now to create it. See, this is deployment is in progress. Most things are creating. Till then, we'll just create a storage account. So that's the create a storage account. Okay, resource here, storage account name, demo. Cannot con The field can contain only lower letters and number. Never must be three. Name must be between 3 and 24 characters. Okay. Demo storage. The story is already exist. Okay. Demo storage account 1. It work. This one is working. Okay, let the result be this. East US, let's make it central US, standard, urinary storage, preview. Okay, let's create it. Visual Studio, create a new project. On a project or solution, create a new project. Let's select Azure Functions. Next, write the project name, demo, Azure Function. Let's create it. Blob trigger. Now here in the blob trigger, we need to provide the connection strings for that. So we are providing connection string and path. Means connection string will be the connection string of the storage account. Now the path will be this path will denote the container where uh, from there for which this will trigger the event. So it means if I have a container original file, so it will have whenever a file is placed in this container, a event will be triggered from there. Event will be triggered and function app will start working on that. So let's go to the function. Not the function. Is that storage account? Okay, demo storage account. We need the connection string for that. Now where to find the connection string? Explorer. Oh, this is the access key. Here, just say show key. Here is the connection string. I'll just copy the connection string. Find the key. Key. I'll go back to studio. Write down key here. We'll also connect this in our emulator. I mean, not emulator. It is Azure Storage Explorer. Connect to Azure Storage. Now, here storage account is this string. Next, trust. So, here is the Blob container. Create Blob container. Just create a container like file, my original file. Create another one. Create Blob container. I processed file. Okay. So I have created two containers here. Here I need to monitor my original file. file. Just say create. Now just have a look. This is this one function is already created. That is the default function that it's create, which comes with the template. Now you may see we'll just what we are going to do whenever a file is pushed there in our container, we'll just add a copyright text at the copyright text at the bottom. We'll just change the name and copyright text. Okay, have a look at it. This is the connection string. This is the string. This is actually the input string. Just change the name. Now, instead of keeping the connection string here, we can just move it to the local settings.json, and eventually it will also move to Azure. But we need it in Azure, so let's make it deployment ready as well. Automatically create it. Okay, Azure to deploy in Azure. Next, the function app Windows. Demo blob trigger Azure function. This is the placeholder function app we had created. Just selected it to finish. Now see, we can also add this in from the portal. Add the connection string from the portal itself, and we can at the time of publish. We also have this provision to be done from there. See, we just need to configure here, and this also provides us. Okay, we'll have to find our own connection storage connection string. So this is demo storage account 2021. Next, so this provides us. This also provides us a provision that where we want to store it. Azure app settings, Azure key vault. So we instead of keeping this in file, better to keep it in app settings. So we'll keep with the selection as it is, Azure app settings. We'll just change the name here. Okay, we're not able to change it from here. It is defaulted with this Azure Web Job Storage. See what it is? Azure Web Job Storage. Okay, so that's first what we do. We just shift it. Storage. Blob storage. We have this option now. Figure it. So it has created one more function with Azure Web of Storage connection string, which we do not want. Just to delete this. Again. Just remove dependency. Add the dependency. The storage. Yeah, here we go. Now we have free hand to select what we want. Just we are, but by default taking that perhaps this one for storage connection string. This was 50 just to match it. It is the same. Demo storage account 2021 starting with J9, so it's the same. Okay, now let's so it has just pushed the blob storage connection string. Also, but okay, this is till settings configuration. Here we will find our blob storage connection string. Here is this one. I will get this blob storage connection string. Now here you may see blob storage connection string is already there. This is already been created, but this since we went through the publish window, it has created one more function which we do not want. So I'll just delete this. On this, we'll go back to our own method which we had created, and we'll just delete the connection. Whether we could write it here, our blob storage connection string, or we can also declare it as a function level. Here, complete class level can declare storage account. This will be declared for the class itself. Okay. Now, so see, this is the blob trigger. So blob trigger, this Azure function will monitor this file. I mean this blob container. And it is just a name that it will, whenever there is a file placed in this blob container, it will pass the name of the file as a parameter here. So this will be the input string. Now we also need a output string where we after processing we need to put the file in another blob container. So we'll just write here first station of processed file. So you see the name here. We will also need to provide access label since we need to write the file. We provide the access right. String. So we are good to go with it. String. Okay. Okay. Now, so processing the try catch block the exception occurs then error. Uh, has occurred. Option testing. I need to have a logic. I need let's create a what you say. I will just for our understanding data where are all logic of a file processing there. Just create a folder. That says file. Just public have a that be right correct context. Keep the stream here. Take the source of here. We have to read the file, then add the text, then again write it back to another file. If it is string, will run the string writer. Sorry, a string reader. Here, you read the file. Reader with string. Fill the object as exit addresses. Content of the end. The content as we need to writer, stable, string, writer, law, string, step, right line. Just pass that string first, then in line, dot right line, stress, day, uh, content is text. Good to go. Just go back to your that all. Fine. Let's check stream outputs. Okay. What is the input stream which we are receiving from here and output stream which we are receiving from here? We'll write the file in output block. We'll write the change the output block my process file. Okay, I think we are good to go now. Let's run it with red files. Okay, seems to be done now. Now let's go back here. Our storage, my original file. Go to file. Just upload the file. I just created a blob trigger test. Just go. Just you'll also open what will be in the file. It says blob trigger test. Now let's go to my process file. I'm not sure whether it has run or not. Oh, just done. Let's open it. The content is protected by copyright law. Nice. Okay, 6159. See, 6154, we had just uploaded it in milliseconds. It has processed and pushed this file to our output log. So this is how it is working. Okay, now we this will publish it to Azure now. Let's publish. Everything was already configured. I'll create it in beginning. Okay, while we are publishing, let's go to Azure and go to demo block function. So this is our function. Here it is publishing the code. Once it completes, it is publishing. Next update. Yeah, it's done. Let's just refresh it. And go to URL. Yeah, your function 3.0 app is up and running. Now, let's denote that our function app is running. You will again go to storage. Make sure our is not running. It will not run at all. Let's just delete this file from the my process file. Deleting file. While before that, let's make some changes there. Just save it. Just selected it. Loading it, I just uploaded. Let's check it here. My process file. Have this. Oh, we got it. Let's see. Have our content. The content is protected by copyright law. Add the content with the copyright information. Have added. So that's it, guys. So this is how function app works. Just FYI to all, I'm using Microsoft Visual Studio 2019 for this, and Azure portal is all same. Thank you, guys. See you next time on the video. Thank you.